Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on today's episode, I want to be dropping a quick market outlook for GBPUSD on the new week. So guys, if you are new to my channel, I'll be reintroducing myself to you. My name is InvestorS, the founder of Crypto FX Space Academy, the new fast rising academy in Nigeria right now, and it's going to be in Africa and the world at large. Of course, you know guys, I'm trying to share my journey with you guys. I hope you stay up to the end of this video and learn a thing or two about what's going to happen on GBPUSD for the new week. Please guys, if you've not subscribed yet to my channel, hit the subscribe button right now and turn your post notifications on so you don't miss an interesting upload when it's being made here on YouTube. So guys, let's hop on the charts right now and discuss about GBPUSD and what it's going to look like for the new week. Let's go.
Welcome my beautiful family to my screen. Okay, I'm going to be explaining everything like I said earlier about GBPUSD and the market outlook here on the chart. So guys, let's get to it. But before that, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys are feeling well. I hope you are good health and all that. All right, I wish you blessings, guys. So now let's get to work. Let's get to it. So I will be explaining everything bit by bit, step by step. I won't be rushing this particular I will be rushing this particular analysis on GBPUSD, so you can be able to grasp a bit information about what you're supposed to look out for on GBPUSD for the new week. So I'll be doing the analysis from the daily time frame down to the 15-minute time frame. You know, as a day trader, I work with daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, then 15-minute time frame. All right. So now coming from the daily time frame, guys, let's get to it. On the daily time frame, I actually come here to visualize whether the market is still in an uptrend or is in a bearish trend right now. I actually come here to visualize whether the market is an uptrend or is in a downtrend. So looking at the daily time frame here, you can see that clearly the market is an uptrend, guys. Look at that clearly. You see that the market is in a very, very good uptrend. All right. So technically, if I connect my trend line here, I see that right there. Now we are in a clear uptrend, right? So now, having noticed this, you can see here we have our first touch there, second touch right here, the first touch, which is this current one right there. So this is clearly how GBPUSD is looking like, right? Now going down to our 4-hour time frame, as we have seen the clear picture of what the trend is looking like on GBPUSD. So going down to our 4-hour time frame, we have to take all these stops out here. Going down to our 4-hour time frame, guys. You can see that here we also have another trend inside this bigger trend line here. We have another trend right here. Watch closely there. We have another trend right here. So this is on the 4-hour time frame. Here we'll have our first touch right here. That big enough. We have our first touch right there. We have our second touch right here. And we have our third touch right here. Right. So now, as we all know, technically, the most effective part of a trend line is always the third touch. That's what it is with trend lines. So why I said that is on the third touch, you always want to look out for if there's going to be a breakout to the downside or if there's going to be if the trend line is going to hold. So why explaining that with the diagrammatic illustration, if this is a clear uptrend, if we have an uptrend in this form, now we'll have a series of higher highs and higher lows printing in this form. All right. So on the third touch, what we as traders, what we are supposed to do is actually look out for if we're going to have a breakout. We have a pure breakout or breakout that retest to the downside. So we can actually have it in this form, pure breakout like this to the downside, or we can actually have a breakout like this. Have a breakout, retest first, then sell out to the downside, right? But then in most case scenarios, all we have to do is when this kind of trade setup happens in the market, what you want to do as an experienced trader, or what you want to do as somebody that knows how these patterns work, is to be able to mark out all these lows in the markets. Those lows should be your take profit points. It can be lows, it can be order block, whichever one you want to call it. those particular points should be your take profit point, because there's every tendency the market will come there and not want to get to the downside purely and want to, you know, take a reversal from those points. So you always want to watch out if the market is going to give you that kind of a thing. What I mean by that is, like, I can actually come here or test here and move without testing these other sides. It can happen, right? Or you can test here, come here, give us a retest, and come down again. It can happen in this form, or then it can also happen in this form. Market can actually come this form, keep breaking until this downside. You can break this one, retest this one, break to the downside. It can happen whichever form the market gives. Or you can also break this one here, and also break this one here like this. All right, break this one here, and then turn to the upside from that particular level there. Create a new trend, getting higher highs and higher lows at this level. All right, a new trend will emerge. So if you want me to do a video on trend lines and teach you this particular strategy, this trend line strategy, very simple strategy, understandable strategy that can fetch you very good money off the market, kindly comment in the section, kindly drop your comments in the comment section saying that I should do a video on trend lines. I'm gonna do that video on trend lines for you guys and put it out here on YouTube. Can you comment that and I'll put it out here on YouTube? So having explained this now, back on this chart now, you can see that this particular point now, this is exactly what we're having here, guys. You watch close, exactly what we're having here. Now we have on this or the 4 hour time frame, we have here our first touch, our second touch, and our third touch right here. Right now we have a clear breakout here. Now on this third touch here, this is simply what Fibonacci looks like. If you watch here, you have our most recent high at this point. Right now, Fibonacci, we have our most recent high at this point. That's our most recent low there, right? So now you can see that closing the market came to test our 6.8 level right here. Because the market came to test our 6.81 level right here, then retrace to the downside. If you don't know what Fibonacci retracement is, for the new members of my channel, you can actually scroll down to my channel. You can actually go back to my YouTube channel and check the previous videos that I made on Fibonacci retracement levels. I gave a detailed explanation on that particular video about Fibonacci levels. All right, I gave a little secrets that many people don't really know about Fibonacci levels and what you should be looking out for when it comes to Fibonacci. So you can go watch the video and then come back and rewatch this particular one to be able to get a good grasp of what I'm explaining. All right, so back on what I was saying, now this is on the third touch, right? Now, like I said, on the third touch is the most effective part of a trend line. You always want to look out for if there is any breakout from that particular place. If there's a breakout, then you want to catch that breakout. All right, then your take profit should be on the other blocks below it. That's how it works. It's a simple strategy for trend line strategy, but most people also don't know how to trade that particular trade setup. But it appears on the trade almost every time, But if you're not experienced enough to be able to see it, you're gonna be able to catch the trade setup. So right here on the 4 hour, we caught some trade here last week. You can check my previous video where I explained how I was able to make 540,000 naira on GBPUSD sometime last week. All right, we got about some pips. We got about 7 pips on GBPUSD, but I left at 25 pips. I gave them a signal. I told them that they should leave at that point because we had the news coming up that Thursday morning. Yeah, I think that was London on New York session. We had the news coming up, and I told them that they should leave. I'm expecting market manipulation to occur at that level, that they should get out of the trade. So I left with about 540,000 for something thousand naira on GBPUSD. So you can check the video previously to see how I was able to analyze that trade and, scale through on the trade and catch my pips. Just get in and get out. Take the money while the market makes it available for you. Don't try to be greedy. Don't try to make the whole money in one day. Trading is a journey. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Let's get that motive out of our head. All right, it's not a get rich quick scheme. Yeah, you can get rich off trading. Of course, you can still go broke by trading. So it's a journey. You have to enjoy the process. All right, so it's a very, very sweet journey. Trust me. So back on what I was saying, what you should be looking at for this week on GBPUSD. Now, you see on our daily time frame, we had a perfect uptrend here, a strong uptrend of the market came to retest there. So now you see that this breakout that happened, like I said earlier on the trend line strategy, we'll have this is our first order block and this is our second order block. So we're expecting that the market should come down to this place, right? So this is our second take profit level at this point here. So if you want to catch a sell, you want to sell from this point, take profit at this point, or wait until it gets to this point. But then from the daily time frame, we are seeing that the market is actually on a very strong uptrend. You see why I came to the daily time frame, to be able to know that, all right, at this point I have a strong trend in the daily time frame, and of course you know that the higher time frame supersedes the lower time frame. So I'm not expecting that the market should come break below this point here, because if it breaks below this point here, we expect that the market we are going to see GU on a very, very strong downtrend, Like it's going to first come down here, maybe give us a retest and keep going down. So that's not what I'm expecting the market to do. All right, so now because of the daily time frame, that's why you can see here we have a doji candlestick that rejected off this particular other block. You can see this other block right here, and this bullish engulfing. So now you can see that the market came down to this point and rejected with this doji candlestick, with the sellers having an indecision in the market. They don't know what to do, if they should continue the downtrend, or they should at least allow the buyers have some space in the market to be able to trade a while before they can continue their trend. So that's actually what is happening at this particular point. We have this doji right here. You can see that right there, this doji printed right there. So that's just it. Now on Friday we had NFP, right? NFP, I analyzed NFP, but I did not take the trade on NFP. Why? Because the market was very complicated. It was giving signs for the continuation of the downtrend. But then when the news came out for I was waiting for the news to come out for the USD to be able to know what action to take. All right, now I'll go down to 1 hour time frame to show you guys something. Now going down to 1 hour time frame now, right? Going down to 1 hour time frame now, you can see from this level, I'll have a perfect trend line here also. A perfect trend here also. This is my first touch, my second touch there, and my third touch right there. You can see that clearly, right? So let me make it out. Let me mark it out for you guys. First touch there, the hash box is what you should be looking at. Second touch there, and the third touch right there. Like I said earlier, the most effective part of a trend line is the third touch. So you should always look out for if there's going to be a breakout, or there's going to be a continuation of that particular trend in whatever direction it has been going. So during the NFP, market was giving a continuation of the trend, because the market rejected off this third touch and was selling, right? But then if you look at this part, we have a kind of a chart pattern at this point here, an inverse head and shoulders, and we all know what an inverse head and shoulders. If you don't know about your chart patterns, you can go read up your chart patterns on BBPUSD.com. You all go to this website. Let me recommend for you, BBPUSD.com. All right, you can go to that website and type chart patterns. You can read it up there, so you can know more about chart patterns and how they work. If you watch closely here, you can see that we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. And what does it signify in the market? It signifies a reversal in the market. The market is going to reverse from that point and give us a bullish trend, right? That's what it's signifying for us. But then technically, market was rejecting off this level, right? So it was supposed to like come down here. And if you look at the daily time frame, we have a long week here that was supposed to be filled. So what I was expecting the market to do with the NFP was come fill this long week right here first. This week on this daily time frame, come fill this long week right here first before a bullish trend. But then, like I said, it was complicated. So I was actually waiting for the news to come out to be able to know what was going to happen before I strike my trades. Of course, you have to allow the market to act first before you react. That is always my mantra. So what I expected was, you can see this long bearish candlestick on the 4 hour time frame. What I expected was the market to come down here first, maybe create the W pattern for us, then move to the upside in this form. That's what I expected the market to do. Right. But then due to the news that was coming up, NFP, I had my analysis intact. I had it analyzed already. I was waiting for the market to see what the news was going to come out. So when the news came out, this was what the news gave us. You can see here, NFP, non-farm payrolls. Whenever we have a weak value for USD, what it signifies is whatever pairs the USD SS pairs, it's going to have a bullish movement. If you have a weak value for USD, the USD SS pairs is going to have a bearish movement. But if you have and the SS USD pairs is going to have, if you have a weak value for USD, you know what it signifies? That all the SSX USD pairs is going to be having a bullish movement at that point, at that moment. But then the USD SSS space is going to be experiencing a bearish movement at that point because of what the news that came out for USD. So that was what I was actually waiting for. I wanted to know what the news is gonna come out as before I strike my trade. All right. So now when the news came out, this was what was telling, of course, they said a higher than expected figure should be seen as positive, as bullish for USD, while a lower than expected figure should be seen as negative for USD, that's bearish for USD. Now, when the price came out, when the actual release came out, it was 187k, which was way lower than the 200k. That's the consensus of people. The market was supposed to come out lower. All right, and the consensus was 200k. So the people were expecting the market to actually give us a weak value for USD. I was actually waiting for the news for USD to come out before I can be able to take any action on the chart. All right, like I said, the chart was actually very, very complicated. This was the previous value, 185k, and the consensus of people was 200k. Right now, this 200k simply means that whenever, if the news should come out lower than that 200k, that we should see a weak value, a weak strength for USD, right? But if the news should come higher than the 200k, we should see a good strength for USD. And you can see a higher than expected value should be seen as positive for USD, while a lower than expected figure should be seen as negative for USD. When the actual price came out, the actual value came out, it was 187k, which was lower than this consensus here. So the news was weak for USD. So we should see a bullish movement on the chart, right? So now, like I said, it was complicated. So that was why I couldn't even take any trade. I was waiting for the market to actually give me that confirmation so I can know what to do. All right. I was waiting for the market to give me that confirmation so I can know what to do to be able to make my decision. So now, when that happened, when the news came out, because like I said, we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. This pattern here, we are saying that we are supposed to have a bullish movement with this pattern, inverse head and shoulders. But with the news coming out, we don't really know what it's going to be for us, right? Because with the technicals, the downtrend trend line was expecting a push at this point to the downside here, like I said, for a movement to the upside. But nonetheless, we are still waiting for the news. We have left shoulder here, we have our head here, we have our right shoulder here. So now when this news happened, we had this bullish movement to the upside, and that gave me a confirmation. I was waiting for a candle closure above that trend to be able to confirm that, okay, the buyers are now in the market. And that has given me a bullish confirmation that don't know anything about psychological levels. I can actually comment right now in the comment section so I can be able to make a video on psychological levels, so I can be able to understand what psychological levels are and how you can be able to use them and apply it while you are trading. It's actually a very great tool when it comes to trading. If you know how to apply psychological levels very well, I teach it to my mentees. It's very, very important when you are trading. Right? There are just basically few things that I look at for on the charts, like confidences. Once I confirm them, I'm good to go. I'm taking my trades. I'm striking enough confidence. So like I was saying, if I see a candle closure off this level here, this trend line, if I see a candle closure off that level there, I'm kicking my buy, guys. Right now, if you watch this inverse head and shoulders here, this is our neckline, right? And this is our head. Now, technically, this is the distance from the head to the neckline. Technically, what we are supposed to have is this, right? So to have from that point the upside. So that's where we are supposed to have our bullish movement up to, with our chart pattern confirmed. So I said that everything is giving us a very bullish sign, right? So that's what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Now, since I'm having all these confirmations for a bullish sign, I'm having all these confirmations for a bullish movement in the upside. So I'll just wait for the candle to come here, give me a confirmation at this level here, then try to buy to the upside. Then I'll be using a buy stop for my entry. I will allow the market to act first before I react. Then my SL is gonna be right below this low here, just right below that low here. I want the market to come into this range here, test that trend line for me, I said it's going to be right below this low here, probably about 20-25 pips, right? Now my take profit levels is going to be, I'm going to be using a buy stop like I said. My take profit level is going to be TP1 here, TP2 there, TP3 there. So I'll be leaving at TP3 about 125 pips or so. Right, that's our risk to reward ratio is 1:5. So I might be leaving at TP2 1:4, probably, or at this level here 1:3. So depends on what the market reacts at this point for me. It's going to confirm if I'm going to leave or I'm going to stay. All right. So I'll be using a buy stop. I'll allow the market to react here first. When the market comes into this level for me, I will see the reaction. And then when it's coming, probably I will enter from point up here. Then my SL will then be below this low here. Right, so that's the new created low. Right, so just be below the new created low there, and I'll get into the market and I'll ride it. Once the market has moved in my favor, like about 20 pips, I'll lock in my my capital as to protect my funds. Of course, you know, the market is not your friend. They always want to take from you, so you have to be smart enough to think like this market makers. So that's where taking partials comes in. Now, if you have like 5 positions, you have like 20 pips movements, you can close like 3. Break even 2 and leave it to run as your winners. All right, so now this is what I'm expecting the GBPUSD to do. Now let me show you guys another thing. On the 1 hour time frame, I have some confirmation too. Let me have to delete all these stuff here. 1 hour time frame, I have another confirmation too. If you watch from here closely, I see that the market is giving us the perfect strength here. You can see the market is giving us a perfect downtrend here. So this is my first point here, right? My high here. Second high there. This is the last one here. You can see that it's matching with our TP4, right? It's matching with our TP4. Now, looking there too, this downtrend side, the other trend line there. So basically, the market is trying to like create a new trend. If you watch there closely, so we have our first touch, second touch, fourth touch. This is the 5th one. So market coming down here again might break to this downside. But I'm not expecting the market to come here and break this downside, because if it breaks, it means we're going to have probably a new trend emerge in the market, right? So I'm expecting maybe markets shoot up to this level right here, from this point here, shoot up to this level right here. We already have an average there. Up to this level right here, this form, all right? Up to this level right there. Maybe from there, if there's any form of reaction, the market can reverse to the downside here. Right, or probably there could be a break, and if there's a break here, you're breaking out at this level, so our TP1, right, and our TP2 at this level here. That's the highest that it's going to be tested. You have one there. So it's just a simple strategy that, if you understand it, it's quite easy. Right, so this is possibly what the market is going to do if it breaks out from that particular downtrend. So we can see the market is in a downtrend for us. The market is in a very trend, but now we are trying to go have our second touch. But now we are trying to go have our touch at this level. This is our first touch. This is our second touch. Yeah, probably are gonna have a touch at this level here. Right. So that's what I'm expecting the market to do. But then this inverse head and shoulders is already telling us that we have a bullish movement. So on Monday, on Tuesday, we are expected to see this bullish movement occur in the market, of which our DXY2, our US dollar index, is also giving us that same confirmation. All right, I'm expecting this is as a result of the NFP that happened. I can see here closely from this DXY that this is a long uptrend and the market has been going. We had the breakout, market came here, tested at that level, created a new high for us. We dropped a Fibonacci at that level there. You can see here, this is our high. This is the low that I created with that hammer form at that level, this hammer candlestick here. I came to test this 1 level. Then the NFP happened and it went to the downside. If you go to the daily time frame on the DXY, the dollar index, you can see that this is from the huge downtrend. Price came to test that particular high again. So that's from the huge downtrend. We have our first touch here, second touch, third touch. That's the most effective part of the trend line. Now the market is scared to the downside too. So I'm expecting if the DXY should play out perfectly and technically that as we know it to be, I'm expecting that the market, as we have broken out from this first uptrend here and this second one here, I'm expecting the market to come down to, first of all, on Monday, probably is going to come up here to test this level here. If we put our Fibonacci on this high here, rally to this low here. So I'm expecting the market to contest this level of 618 or 786, probably anyway it touches there, and then reverse from that point to the downside to touch our next for the profit level. And if it breaks off these points, then we might as well see the XY coming down here, and that means probably that we're going to be seeing GBPUSD break out of this point all the way towards this all the way to this new high here. Right, so that's what I'm expecting. If the XY should do that, which means we're going to break off this point here and come to this point here on GBPUSD. So that's what you should look out for on GBPUSD. Right, so that will be it for that, guys. If you like this kind of videos and you want me to be doing it from time to time, please guys, just do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like this video right now, drop your comments in the comment section on what videos you want me to be dropping from time to time on YouTube here, and don't forget to share this video, guys. If you are not yet in our Telegram community, there is a link in the description box. Just check the link there. We're gonna lead you straight up to our Telegram community. We will drop our trade signals for our community members to take on from the comfort of their home. This is our Telegram community. They all dropped trade signals. Last week we had the trade here inside GBPUSD, made some money off the market. You can see there right there. This was when I dropped the trade. This was before the trade. We used the sell stop. It's the trade trigger. You can see it there. I made about 540,000 naira off the market from my live account. You can see it right there. So if you're not yet in our Telegram community, guys, kindly click the link in the description box. The trade signals are all free. It's all free. Then if you want to be a part of our mentorship program, going to be a part of our mentorship program, you can actually always come here on our website, www.cryptofspacer.com. Just click on it, search it on Google. It's going to lead you to our website where you can come and register for our mentorship program. So this is our homepage. Just come here, click on mentorship and choose any plan of your choice, whether it's per month or for 3 months, whatever one you want to register for, and be a part of the inner circle. So guys, that will be all for today. I will see you guys on my other screen.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that very interesting video, and if you like this kind of videos and you want me to be putting it out here every time, guys, please just click the subscribe button and don't forget to put your post notifications on so you don't miss an interesting upload. Until the next video, guys, peace.